All right, Shalom. Start this lesson first and foremost. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We well and push out 100% truth and truth sincerity. And Shalom to those for Alex Across the four winds. Lord, want this lesson be edifying. And today's topic we're going to be going into is the hell doctrine and debunking the hell doctrine. So people basically think that hell is a place where you go just to carry out your judgment for the wickedness that you committed on earth. You know, that's what people think. But in reality, it's not that. And I wanted to cut that real quick. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. And that under the sun, that's the earth. So judgments take place on the earth, you know, for wickedness and the righteous. Judgment takes place on earth. So that, ultimately, that right there cuts off a place that you go in the afterlife to serve judgment. The scriptures just tell you right here that judgment takes place on earth, you know. But continuing on, let's get into that word hell. And what does hell mean, you know? That's the book of Jonah, chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me out of the belly of hell, and thou heardest my voice. Right? Let's get that word hell real quick. You know, hell simply has three meanings. It says Sheol, in the Hebrew Sheol, and the definition is grave, hell, pit. Right? Now, when you read the story of Jonah, if you're in a fish's belly, you're not in a grave, nor in hell. And I'm saying hell as in a physical standpoint, meaning burning in fire. He was in hell. He was going through it, you know. He was in a low, destitute condition. You know, he was getting afflicted or going through a situation. That's the definition of hell. You're in a condition or a horrific condition. Hell is a condition, not a place. Hell is a condition, you know. And in that situation, Jonah says, and said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto the Lord. So he was going through it. He was getting afflicted and he cried unto his power, you know. And that's just one example of hell, you know. Once again, let's go into the word hell. It says, grave, hell, pit. So in that situation, Jonah was going through a condition, you know. And, you know, we're going to get two more examples of pit and grave. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Now, okay, let's use common sense here. It says, though they digged into hell and seen it. So you're telling me that they digged into hell, they seen hell, and I was like, oh shit. You know, excuse my friends, they're like, oh shit, this is hell. You know, and they just left, you know. That doesn't make no sense at all. Showing you that hell and this would be simply a pit. That's it, a pit. You know? Continuing on, let's get another example. I want to get Genesis. Chapter 37. Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37, and I'm going to start up at verse 34, points in 35. Salakia. And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son for many days. You know, this is when Jacob thought Joseph was dead. And all his sons and daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, for lo, I will go down into the grave until my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him. You know, he said that he'll go to the son's grave, basically, you know, where he thought that Joseph was, basically. You know, he thought Joseph was dead, and he was going to go over there and mourn for the loss of his son. You know, if hell was real, why didn't the serpent go to hell for tricking Adam and Eve? You know, if hell was real, Why didn't Adam and Eve go for disobeying the Lord? You know, these are questions that you have to ask. You know, why in Deuteronomy it doesn't tell you if you go off, you'll go to hell? You know, why isn't that in Deuteronomy? You know, why didn't Moses mention that to the children of Israel? If you disobey the Lord, you're going to go to hell. You know, these are questions that, simple questions that you just got to just sit there and just think. You know, if this place where you go for judgment and you're burning on fire is real, why isn't it mentioned in the scriptures that you're going to go to hell? You know, and they may say, oh, the lake of fire. You know, but we understand, that's when the intercontinental ballistic missiles hit America, and America is going to be set, its foundations is going to be on fire, But continuing on, I want to grab Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. And it says, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7, it says, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. So the body returns back to the ground, to the dust. The body returns back as dust, but the spirit returns to the Most High. So that means when you die, your spirit returns to the Most High. All spirits return unto the Lord, All spirits return to the Lord, and that's plain, And I want to grab Genesis chapter 3, verse 19 to show you the destination of the body. And it says, in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground. For out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. So basically the destination for the body would be unto the ground, but the spirit returns to the Most High. Proving to you that there is no hell. Once again, hell was a tactic used to take control of the people, And I want to grab 1 Kings chapter 14, verse 31, because this is a good question right here. We understand Rehoboam was a wicked king, right? But hey, when you read First Kings chapter 14 and you go to verse 31, it says, and Rehoboam slept with his fathers. Who was his father? Wow, look at this. And Rehoboam, I'm going to read the whole thing, and I'm going to read it in the NLT. And Rehoboam slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And his mother's name was Naamah, and Ammonitess, and Abijam, his son, reigned in his stead. Now, when you read it in NLT, it says, when Rehoboam died, he was buried among his ancestors in the city of David. His mother was Naamah, an Ammonite woman. Then his son, Abijam, became the next king. Right? And who was Rehoboam's dad? Solomon. Who was Solomon's dad? King David. So you meant to tell me, Rehoboam, they put Rehoboam to sleep with his fathers, but he went to hell? Proving to you that once again, hell is not a physical place where you're going to be burning on fire for judgment for the rest of your life. Hell simply means a low, destitute condition, getting afflicted or going through a situation. You're in a condition or a horrific condition. Hell is a condition, not a place. And just another example, people often say, I'm going through hell, or if someone puts you through hell, look, it says you have a very difficult or unpleasant time. See, plain. And although one this lesson was edifying, I just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our elders, apostles, a great millstone. We're well and push out 100% truth and true sincerity. And shalom to the 04 Let's across the 4 winds. Low one, this lesson was edifying. Until the next time, shalom.